a beautiful way to start it, man. That's how you know you're on the CannaSocial podcast. Good afternoon, good morning. I'm excited to be back, man. It's been about 34 years. Mr. Grinch has been able to bless us. We got Mr. Grinch on us today. He's a medical patient of multiple states. Going to be able to give us different scenarios, different reviews on. Oof. That's how you know you're smoking good. You guys hear that? When you got that cough going, you feel your chest hitting?
Hell yeah, that's when you hit it right there.
Yep. Can you get him some water, please? There's water on Ep.3. That boy is dying today. So it's something cool, guys. This is the third episode of the podcast today. This is your host, Carrie. He's got Mr. Grinch. You got our friend, Mr. Matthew, here today. Shout out to the camera team, Nate, man. I appreciate everybody coming together today. We're going to do stuff a little differently today, guys, where as it goes, we get a little better as we go. Today, we're actually going to talk about the Florida Keys. A lot of us think of Florida Keys, we think about water, right? Well, guys, this is called the Master Grower Series. This is something that's, as my friend here says, some of the best cannabis he's ever smoked throughout the world. So that's some pretty high words, pretty big stakes we're talking about here. So when somebody tells me something like that, I gotta tickle the fancy, as they say, right?
Yeah.
So Matthew, you were the one that spoke to us about the Florida Keys, talked about the Master Grower Series, specifically grown by Grow Healthy.
Yes.
Talk to me about the strain. Tell me what it does.
So it's an indica dominant. It's very strong sensations, very strong scent and taste. It is honestly a sweet taste, which you don't really find in Florida weed. You normally get more of a piney taste, and this it kind of hits every note that you like in a good sweet weed. It's a good, nice smoke, good flavor, good taste, and it's a mellow high. It's not something that's not gonna put you down, or you're not gonna be able to do anything. Like it's a very good feeling. So I definitely want to see your guys' reaction after we smoke this and see how you guys are feeling.
So let's, again, 10 out of 10 to him, Mr. Grinch. What do you think so far? What is your favorite type of weed? Talk to a little bit about it, man.
I like indicas. I'm an indica man. I like hybrids as well.
Yeah,
I'm not really a sativa smoker, but yeah.
So indicas is where you're at. So you can wake up early in the morning, 6 a.m., and roll an indica blunt.
I could roll me a fat ass indica blunt. Yeah. And smoke that bitch by myself.
And you're not in worry. You're not in the fear of, dude, I just woke up. I got kids. I got to get them together. We're going back to sleep, feeling tired. None of that.
Nah. I'm a super hyperactive person, so I'm always on the go.
Try saying that fast 5 times. Super active person.
Super hyperactive.
Super hyperactive. There you go. Jesus.
It's crazy, bro. So, you know.
Does that mellow you out, you think?
It mellows me out to a certain point. Alright? Because at the same time, I still want to be alert. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
I have to know what I'm dosing.
Okay.
Which I've been doing for many years.
Okay.
So, yeah, I can smoke me a fat blunt and go about my day. I can smoke me this one, I can smoke me this one. Yeah, it just takes a minute. You know, I got a very high tolerance. Very high tolerance.
Have you ever smoked so much to the fact of you're stuck? And I'm talking about weed, guys. I'm not talking about other drugs. I'm not talking about fentanyl stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah? So we're like, fuck, I'm stuck on this couch.
Yeah, my 22nd, no, but I wasn't stuck on the couch. My 22nd birthday, smoked 22 blunts.
22 blunts.
Face. That wasn't a part of my whole birthday. I mean, I did go to places too. I want to go drop off one of my homeboys. I was living in LA. We were going to drop him off at Santa Barbara. It's like around 2.5 hours from LA.
So you're smoking the whole time?
Smoking the whole time, but at first I waited for my wife to get out of work. So, you know, I'm at home chilling with my boy. We went to 5 different types of shops. Because back in the day, they used to give us, you know, free shit for your birthday. So you go and take advantage of that shit, you know? So I hop from shop to shop and buy an 8th here, 2 or 3 8s here. 8th year, I was prepared for my 22nd birthday.
Yeah.
I knew I was going to go 18 smoking this shit. I even smoked 23 just to grow, you know how people used to just get you that extra one.
Yeah.
Like, here's for you to grow.
Birthday
Hey,
parties.
hit you for it. Oh, it's your birthday? Oh, you turn it? I'm gonna hit you 15 times. And I'm gonna hit you an extra to grow.
So you had a 23rd blunt.
23 blunts, yeah.
You know who can't smoke any blunts right now? You know who can't do any of these things we're talking about? Fucking Young Thug.
Oh yeah.
And
Yeah.
we are. I know it's sad to say, guys.
Yeah.
I know I'm probably going to hell for that. But guys, what's in the?
I don't know what they were thinking. I don't know what the hell's going on. And I guess there's even more charges being held against Young Thug now. Like, because I guess they found a bunch of drugs and unregistered firearms in his house on the arrest as well. He's being charged with everything. It says possession of an illegal substance with intent to distribute and multiple unregistered illegal firearms.
Yeah, I was reading, they were saying that he was the leader of YSL or something like that.
Yeah, Young Slime Thug.
Yeah, Slime Thug shit.
Yeah.
And that they capped that Wayne back in the days too, on his tour back in 2015.
Yeah, they did try to shoot out Wayne in the tour bus.
They brought that shit out right now. They brought
I
that shit
forgot
out
about
again. The FBI is
Holy
looking into
shit.
that,
The FBI looking into that.
Yeah,
Jesus
That's from
Christ.
what I was reading. You know, I was like, oh shit, that's crazy.
Oh
I
my
was
God.
reading that shit on Snapchat the other day. It'd be telling you a whole bunch of other stuff on Snapchat and shit.
Yeah, just up in the stories. Speaking of other shit that just popped up, Rod Wave is getting charged for strangling his ex-wife in front of his kids at his home.
That's just idiotic shit.
Yeah.
That is just a man thinking that because he is a man, he can do whatever he wants. That is exactly what it is. He figures that that's his wife, those are his kids, I can strangle you, beat you, punch you, rape you, do whatever the fuck I want. That is wild as fuck to me. I never understood the fact of that. I never did any of that. A lot of you guys looking at home, a lot of you guys are saying, wow, this guy's smoking weed, this guy's smoking weed, this guy's rolling up, these guys have weed upon, yeah, we all have a medical card, guys. These are all products that we buy. This is another way that I store my products. The state of Florida tells you have to travel with your jars. But guys, we're not traveling without jars. You can travel at your house like this, right? One, two, three. You can put your stuff in materials that keep your products feeling fresh. Now, do you guys feel that having your medical card is a lot easier for you guys to smoke, relax? It was a stupid question to say, but some people's like, oh, I don't need that shit. I've been smoking for 10 years. Wow, I go to my local plug and buy it. What's your thoughts on your aspect of just being able to relax?
I mean, I like it. Who doesn't like safety?
100%.
You know?
I definitely feel more safe because I have a medical card and I don't have to worry about really anything when I'm doing this or when I have it on me. Like literally yesterday I talked to a guy, like how you said, he said, oh, I've been smoking for 10 years. He said, it's always been legal. It's just illegal for them. And I'm like, all right, that's a cool way to look at it. But when you come into when you meet a law enforcement officer, they're not going to look at it the same way. They're gonna be like, all right, yeah. But I feel like having a medical card, you definitely can relax a lot more, not stress, and like that's at least for me. Like it's relieved me of a lot of stress by getting my medical card.
That's something that a lot of us can say. A lot of us that, just like carrying a gun, guys. You wouldn't carry a gun in your hip without a CWP permit. Like, well, it's the same concept. And it's like, oh, I've been carrying a gun for 10 years. All right, so the one time the officer stops you just for being black while walking or white while dressed or whatever the slogan or sayings that we say out here, you want to be prepared, guys. You want to be doing right. You want to do the right things in that. A couple of things else that's out there is going on with the world. There's a huge debate that's happening. We have a Floridian. We have a Californian. And there's this huge crazy thing going on right now that Florida's the most expensive state to live in. Now, you agree. Now tell me why you agree.
Well, I agree right now that Florida is the most expensive state to live in because of the housing market and that prices of everything have been going up. I mean, across the board for the whole country and the whole world, prices have been going up. But I believe like the percentage jump has been the most in Florida for the housing market specifically. Like honestly, we're about to go into another housing crisis, like 08, 09, I think.
Meaning housing crisis, meaning housing crisis is going to crash?
Well, yeah, because I mean everything's rising right now, and everybody's like, yeah, I had a house that I bought for 120 grand, and now it's worth 300 grand. It's like, cool, sell it, but where are you gonna go? Like, you're gonna go to a place that's the same size, but now you're paying 300 grand for it. Like, you didn't make a profit, you just lost that, and all these people are now gonna be at a loss of money because they thought they could jump on it, and they're gonna have nowhere to go, and it's gonna screw them up because that's what's gonna cause the houses to start crashing, and then it's literally a repeat of what's going on in 08, 09. Like, we're in the middle of it right now.
What do you think between saying that Florida is the most expensive place to live? What's your thoughts?
I mean, coming from Cali, I live good in Florida.
Yeah, Cali is way more expensive.
Yeah,
than
it's like, yeah, Florida's rising. Don't get me wrong. I could consider Miami being expensive,
Mm-hmm.
like people are saying. But I still think
You
California.
think the cost of living is more in California?
Look at the gas.
Yeah.
Gas almost at $7 right now.
Yeah, you got Sacramento,
Gas is $5 here now.
you
It's
got
getting
San
horrible.
Francisco,
Yeah.
you have LA, you have San Diego. All these places are expensive. You got Orange County.
Yeah, but what makes California so much more? Like, how much is a gallon of milk? How much is a gallon of milk in Cali?
Shit, almost $5, or damn nearly $5.
Here's we still $3. You still go to the dollar store and get it. Like, that's what I hear a lot of people talk about, like gas prices. Now, Florida, you're well over $5 for a gallon of gas now.
But don't get me wrong, Florida is growing though.
What do you think about the gas prices? Do you think twice now before you go make that trip? Like, damn, no, gas is killing
Growing up
us.
$4.
Yeah, but what do you? Because it's $4. Because the gas prices has risen. Does your lifestyle change, or are you still driving the way you're
I
supposed
mean,
to?
still driving as much as you're supposed to.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, you have to
It's
drive as
okay.
much as you're supposed to, but I think it definitely has changed like my like nighttime activities. Like, I definitely don't go out as much like driving because like I would drive far. I drive 2-3 hours some nights, and it's like you can't do that every night.
Do that shit.
So
2-3 hours. You're burning your tank in a day.
yeah, because I'd get home at like 5 o'clock in the morning.
Your oil or your gas.
Oh yeah, oil, gas, tires, brakes.
Brakes.
Yeah. Then you gotta wash your car, get your paint. Yeah.
That shit starts to add up.
Mhm.
Now,
Insurance.
yeah, those are all things that sit there and you gotta really think about it. You know what? I really don't think I want to go out that route. Is gas prices going to keep rising? Stay same? What's our thoughts? Summer's going to be more or less. What do you think?
I think it's gonna keep rising.
Keep rising?
I believe it's probably gonna keep rising.
Yeah.
I agree with you guys.
I don't think there's any downfall in sight right now.
So you're telling me that we're going to pay $5 a gas for cheap gas and
I think we're gonna start paying like $6-7 for like within the next year.
oof,
Like
That's just crazy, bro.
$6-7 a gallon?
here in Florida.
You heard it here first, the CannaSocial podcast,
I think
guys.
so. I think so. I think it's coming.
We talked about Doug. We talked about Gunner. We talked. Oh, did you guys honestly sit back and see how talking about Doug, talking about Gunner's RICO charges, but Mike Tyson got off free for beating that guy up?
Oh shit, he did?
TMZ reported it.
Really?
Not being able to get charged for that ass whooping. What's your thoughts?
Well,
Whoop his ass
I mean,
too.
yeah, I would have too if somebody was bugging me the whole time. Like, I mean, he was in like the top seat you can get in the plane. I mean, he's paying a decent amount of money. I mean, I would think you have some sort of privacy. Being if it was first class, right?
Oh, so you're the fella that thinks money. Oh, you see?
No,
America.
I'm not.
Oh, please, let's go down here. Let's roll here, America. We have a white American
Yes.
that feels privileged enough to think that, oh, I'm in first class, nigga, stop speaking to me.
Oh yeah, if I was gonna buy a first class ticket,
Fuck you! I can say
I don't buy first class.
it's called freedom of speech. If you're in first class, second class, or back of the bus, I can literally say, fuck you. Mike Tyson, you're a piece of shit. And if you do this to me, that's assault.
Yeah.
That fucking judge just gave every single privileged ass American the right to fuck somebody up. Just because of your same mindset right there. Tell me where I'm wrong. Tell me how
No.
not being Mike Tyson,
Yeah.
a
being
celebrity, rich, and then, my bad, you know the greatest thing, guys? The first class. Being in first class, That's crazy. And this
Hey, yo, isn't Mike Tyson the dude that bit that one dude?
Yeah. You bit the guy.
He got away with that.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, he bit him during a whole fight. Like that was an actual fight. Like, so that's a little different.
How about the edibles you released? With the ears, the mic bites.
Were those actually his edibles though? Like, do you think
I don't
that?
know. I don't know if they were.
Mike Tyson, man.
You know Mike Tyson has his own weed.
Yeah, he does. So I would think they're his brand. They said that it was his brand. He released edibles.
Do you think Holyfield got money from that?
I would have hoped so. It's his ear.
Crazy as fuck, huh? I wanted to go over a couple things today. I wanted to really sit down with you guys and really understand what's the basis of what the fuck do we go through every day in life. Like, for example, you'll have a guy, we was having a conversation yesterday, and this is why I like coming on the podcast, this is why I like talking about what we talk about and doing what we do. A lot of us out there will have somebody cut us off and be like, oh fuck you, go back and forth. That guy shoots you through the car, was it worth it? It wasn't worth it. We talked about not driving and drinking, we're still doing it. We talk about gas prices going up. You see downtown still lit every single night. There is no end in sight, per se. So, where do we go from here? Is this going to be a same vicious cycle? Do you see an end in sight, or what?
As of right now, no. But I do believe that any vicious cycle, you have to have some sort of abrupt, like, stoppage for it to end. You gotta think about it, it's like a wave. A wave will keep going until it hits something. Like, and then it'll rebound, but it'll eventually slow down. But it has to hit something first. A wave will go forever. So if it's a vicious cycle, it's stuck in a cycle, there's gotta be something to eventually break the cycle. But
I don't see the cycle stopping. That's kind of what we talked about all day today. Like, this is even part of the cycle right now.
yeah.
You have StockX, somebody, a company that we all shop.
It's supposed to be reputable and you're supposed to be getting like,
But who said it? But that's the thing. That's the thing. Who says it's reputable?
well, it goes through a process where it's like, all right, if I buy the shoe gets sent to a person that works for StockX.
Did you see it? Did you
I didn't
that
see it.
person?
I don't see. You don't see the process. It just shows you on the phone. It's like a 6-step thing, and it gets sent somewhere, and then the shoe gets reviewed, evaluated, and it makes sure that everything's up to code, and then gets sent to people. But like how we're saying, apparently Nike's suing StockX because they've been selling fake shoes to people.
Yep.
Oof. Is that some of that
Let's go.
Flogo? Are you smoking some of the new stuff?
That is.
Yeah.
What's your thoughts so far?
Pretty good.
You like the taste?
You like the taste of it. So does Mr. Grinch, coming from California, are you telling me that it's worth it?
This one.
Yeah. What would you consider? Is that would you consider that high grade? Yeah.
That would.
Nice. We're able to sit down and say this is actual cannabis, that's high grade, that's actual on point.
From Florida.
From
Pretty
Florida.
good.
I love it.
Love it.
Shout out to Grow Healthy
Yes.
for bringing such a great strain, a great aspect to the state of Florida. I always thought maybe only the flowery had it. I never knew that you had Grow Healthy strains. You have these type of great products out there that you can get done and do.
Mm-hmm.
That's amazing to me. So, do you feel the StockX Nike thing, is this going to be, I think it's going to get resolved in a behind doors thing. I think a good PR spin off of this. What's your thoughts? Or are they going to go fight this out?
I don't think StockX could fight it out against Nike. Nike's a giant, so they'll take them in court all day. So if anything, if StockX wants to go against Nike and not pay up whatever they've got to pay up, like I think they could honestly like put them out of business if they
What do you
wanted
think?
to. Like Nike's a giant.
Nike's big.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Nike shuts down StockX.
If they wanted to,
I'm
yeah,
rocking
they could.
Nike now. Nike
Yeah, I'm rocking
Nike
Nike.
sock,
Yeah.
Nike sandals.
Yeah, Nike is definitely a affiliated part of our life.
Don't lie. Yeah, I think Nike.
I
But
think
yeah,
Nike's
that's
got to
fucked
be
up.
like one of the, if not the biggest shoe company.
But is it StockX the ones that selling them, or you just like third parties that do it?
It's a resale company, so like they have shoes like in stock, and it's either they have shoes in stock or it's like a drop shipping company. So they post a picture of a shoe and there's an estimated value and you can like bid for it, and then say like I have the shoe. I can put the shoe up online for X amount of dollars and people will start bidding at it, and so whatever it sells for, and I have to pay a portion of StockX for selling the shoe for me, and then the shoe goes through their evaluation and they're supposed to check it all and then it gets sent to the buyer. But I guess there's something wrong in the process and they're giving fake shoes.
We heard a lot today. We went through a lot. Huh?
Yeah, no buy from StockX.
Yeah, I bought it from one time. I paid $300 for a pair of shoes, and I won't do it again.
Man, I want to buy from Nike.
Nike, like $100 a shoe, $150 for shoes.
But that's a wave, I guess. You know, sometimes people want the extra. So then StockX has a lot of stuff. They got clothes, they got
I
jewelry.
feel like it's the hype shit.
Yeah, definitely StockX is for the guys that rent $1,000, cars $1,000, they don't own shit. Those are the guys with the fake jewelry in the clubs. Those are the it crew, you know? I'm okay, I don't want to be part of the it crew. I'm cool being the poor crew, you know?
yeah, for sure.
I'm cool living my little life and chilling, bro, you know what I'm saying?
Good with my force.
I don't gotta worry about what's on my feet.
Yep.
Yeah.
I appreciate everybody who tuned in. I appreciate you guys for coming on the show, man. It's your host, Carrie. Thank you, Mr. Grinch. I appreciate you, my brother.
Appreciate you,
Thank you, Matt. I appreciate you guys. Shout out to the cameraman. We posting it today live at 420. Tell a friend to tell a friend, man. It's CannaSocial 420. Thank you guys. Thanks, Nate.